Our question is, wars frequently begin 10 years before the first shot is fired. To what extent does this statement affect the outbreak, explain the outbreak of the First World War? The statement, wars frequently begin 10 years before the first shot is fired, explains that the outbreak of the First World War, to the extent that it presented certain key points that occurred prior to the first shot. These are a list of key points. The first one is, in 1871, the Franco-Prussian War ends and Germany united into a single state. This is important because after the Franco-Prussian War, there was tension in Germany, and there was a need for a single state in which everything can be governed by. And Otto von Bismarck takes the throne and puts himself as power as the leader of Germany. In 1882, the formation of the Triple Alliance. During this time period, there's a lot of tension and also a lot of secret alliances which contribute to the tensions that are forming in Europe.
In 1887, the Reassurance Treaty was basically between Germany and Russia. This helped Germany and Russia actually come to some agreement where they could before World War I actually began. And in 1890, Bismarck resigned, and that actually kind of threw the whole country off because Bismarck was known as such a great leader, but when he resigned, everything just kind of fell apart from each other.
I want to expand a little bit upon letter D about the Bismarck resigning. Bismarck resigning was important because it led to Kaiser Wilhelm II, which also leads into place of Weltpolitik and also colonization of Germany prior to World War I. In 1894, the Franco-Russian agreement. This agreement was between I believe in France and Russia, and it was an agreement that they would help each other out. Another example of alliances being formed. The only difference between this alliance compared to other alliances is that this alliance was not a secret one. It was well known throughout the entire European country. In
the 1900s, the Second Germany Naval Law basically doubled. In Germany, they doubled their entire Navy fleet as some type of challenge on British because they're known for having a greater Navy. In the 1904,
the Russo-Japanese War was important because this is the war between Russia and Japan. In summary, Russia lost this war to Japan, crucially damaging its economy, and a lot of people feared that Russia would start to try to go and take over land for territory.